Hey everyone, today we're going to discuss about the point estimate of the population proportion. In our previous lessons, we've been dealing with the population mean. We're trying to get the estimate of the population mean. And remember, we can estimate using the point estimation or the interval estimation. We can also do the same thing for the population proportion. May point estimate din tayo and meron din tayong interval estimate. So whenever we talk about proportion, it is a fraction expression where the favorable response is in the numerator and the total number of respondents is in the denominator. Remember, in our last lesson, we've also dealt with the sampling distribution for the population proportion. So it works the same way. It actually is the similar context. Now, the estimator, the population proportion P is P hat. So, to estimate the population proportion, we just make use of the sample proportion P hat. So, kung ano man yung sample proportion natin, yung value ng P hat natin, that's a good estimate for the population proportion. And remember, it is also the mean of that sampling distribution. If you remember P hat, yung P hat na yan. So we say that P hat is the unbiased estimator of P. And remember, di ba yung complement ni P ay si Q? And we obtain Q by having 1 minus P, 100% minus the proportion. Now, yung Q hat, yung complement ng sample proportion natin, we obtain it the same way, 1 minus P hat. So, gagawin natin, we try to estimate the population proportion using the sample proportion. So, example tayo. A survey among 150 grade 11 students showed that 100 of 10 of them enjoyed their senior high school year. Estimate the population proportion of the grade 11 students who enjoy being in senior high school. Find P hat and Q hat as well. So, first step, we determine the proportion of the sample. So, meron tayong 150 na grade 11 students and 110 of them say that they enjoy senior high school. So, the sample proportion is 110 over 150. Kasi yung 150 na to, sample lang naman to. It does not represent the entire grade 11 students. So, divide natin, that's 7.333. Continuous po yan, but we round it off in 3 decimal place, 0.733. For Q hat, we make use of the formula Q hat equals 1 minus P hat. Remember, yung Q hat, ang ibig sabihin niyan ay the complement of the sample proportion. So, the complement is equal to 1 minus the sample proportion. 1 minus 0.733, the result is 0.267. So, anong ibig sabihin po nito? Yung P hat equals 0.733, ibig sabihin 73.3% of the grade 11 students enjoy their senior high school year. So, estimate natin yan kasi this is the sample proportion, di ba? And we say that the sample proportion is the best estimator for the population proportion. So, we make use of the sample proportion, ini-estimate na natin kagad na yung 73.3% ng entire grade 11 students, they enjoy senior high school. And yung complement naman niya, 26.7% are not enjoying their senior high school year. So, yun, basically, that's just it. We use the sample proportion to estimate the population proportion. So, marami pa examples dito, aralin nyo, ha? So, ang main point natin in this lesson, the sample proportion can be used to estimate the population proportion of a given population. As the sample size increases, the value of the sample proportion P hat becomes closer and closer to the actual population proportion P. So, yun, I hope you guys learned a lot today, and ang next lesson naman natin this time is we're going to determine the interval estimate. So, thank you guys for watching.